in, and Morrison unloads again with a right. 3 knockdowns, a $138, and it was over. TKO, the fight lasting less than 2 minutes, which means it would have only cost $9.95 on pay-per-view if the new per-round billing system had been in place. Road dropping to 15-2. Morrison improving to 46-3-1. Larry.
When the subject is comebacks, Wayne Fontes has had about just as many as Sugar Ray Leonard. The question in Detroit these days, though, is will Fontes end up being knocked out by Detroit ownership? Coming off of a big loss to the Giants and a public feud with his quarterback, the heat is once again on Wayne Fontes. Chris Mortensen has more.
St. Louis Rams coach Rich Brooks is certain to be fired unless the team makes a dramatic turnaround, according to organizational and league sources. Since being 4-0 to start the '95 season, the Rams are 5-15, during which the offense has committed 64 turnovers. 9 of them returned for touchdowns. Sunday's game with the Steelers is a huge source of irritation. Brooks' cast-off Jerome Bettis has 824 yards rushing, 155 more than the entire Rams offense. And yes, Rams brass has noted that Sean Gilbert, also traded in the offseason, has been a huge catalyst to the Redskins' 7-1 start. Gilbert and Bettis were the Rams' #1 picks in '92 and '93. The Lions' embarrassing home defeat to the Giants has renewed the Wayne Watch. And Coach Wayne Fontes' problems with quarterback Scott Mitchell extended into the week when Mitchell mimicked the Lions coach in a Halloween costume spoof.
I want to apologize for pulling my quarterback. I shouldn't have done it.
Mitchell did it for a laugh, but Fontes privately was not amused, a source said. Then again, Mitchell was seen having lunch Thursday with Lions president William Clayford Jr., who is not a Fontes supporter. Free agent quarterback Jeff George spoke by telephone this week with Chiefs linebacker Derek Thomas. Both players are Lee Steinberg clients, and personally expressed his desire to play in Kansas City. The Cowboys and Eagles were competing on another front prior to Sunday's matchup. Both had free agent tight end Johnny Mitchell in for a workout this week. The Eagles are thrilled with Jason Dunn, so they thought about Mitchell as a wide receiver. But the Cowboys were thrilled with Mitchell's workout at tight end, given Jay Novacek's dim prospects of returning this year, and they awaited only an MRI report on Mitchell's back, as well as a security report, before they expect to sign him, possibly before Sunday's game with the Eagles. On the NFL Report, I'm Chris Mortensen, ESPN.
Thanks, Mort. Join Chris Berman and friends for a full 90-minute preview of Sunday's action. NFL Countdown at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Then come right back at 7 o'clock for all the highlights on prime time. Nobody does it better. And that leads us to the return of Sunday Night Football here on ESPN. Jerry Rice and the 49ers against the Saints. It's Sunday night, 8 Eastern, right here. Brett.
Still to come on our show, it's the day Oklahoma forgets that they're only 2-5. It's Nebraska Day, and it's one of a kind in the Midwest.
I love my country.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
St. Paul, Minnesota.
Best city in the world. I like the Midwestern attitude. I love Hawaii.
Buffalo, New York.
California. United States
of America.
USA.
Nobody knows the athlete's foot like the athlete's foot.
What's the right grip feel like? Should you use the same club on every chip shot? The answers are in Golf Digest. No matter how well you play, you'll find tips and advice that will dramatically improve your game. Guaranteed. Want to know where the slot is at the top of your backswing? Or if you're good enough to carry a 4-iron, subscribe to Golf Digest. 12 issues are only $19.77. You'll also get our video. Hit it longer and straighter, free.
Call 800-228-6000. That's 800-228-6000.
First drug I did was pot. I didn't think I would ever have a real problem with it. I thought I would just hang out with my friends and smoke pot and drink or whatever on the weekends, things like that. But after a while it got worse and I started doing it more. Like I was stupid. You have to think about your consequences.
On the links in Georgia, it's the Sarazen World Open. Scott Hoke extending his lead to 4 strokes at the end of the 3rd round. Hoke firing a 2-under-70 after his course record 64 on Friday. Defending champ Frank Nobilo remains in 2nd. The Walrus, Craig Stadler, who won the Nissan Open earlier this year, he sits in 3rd.
Well, it used to be quite a rivalry, Nebraska versus Oklahoma, and the winner of that game often won the Big 8 Conference. Well, the Big 8 is a thing of the past, and so is that rivalry. From 1962 to 88, the Huskers and the Sooners won or shared 27 consecutive conference titles. Amazing. Now, Nebraska is still strong, but Oklahoma has gone through 3 coaches in 5 years. The Cornhuskers invading Norman. 3rd quarter, Huskers up 17-0. Oops! Oklahoma quarterback Eric Moore on the slant, picked off by Ralph Brown. Watch the downfield blocking. Nebraska guys used to turning turnovers into touchdowns. Terrell Farley, the key block, as Nebraska rolls 73-21. 73 points, the most ever allowed by an Oklahoma team. Scott Frost, 3 touchdown passes. The Husker defense picked off 4. It's Nebraska's 6th straight victory over their old rivals. And it was Colorado over Missouri 41-13. Coy Detmer throws for a school record 457 yards and 3 touchdowns. Detmer now has 35 TD passes, breaking Cordell Stewart's old school record. The Buffs have tamed the Tigers 12 straight times. Brett?
Moving on from the ACC, North Carolina, NC State, 1st quarter, NC State with the ball. Jamie Barnett. Fumble, loses the ball. Who's got it? In the end zone, it's Kavusima Mays recovering it. Touchdown, 6-0 UNC. 2nd quarter, Wolfpack punting. Snap is low. Jay Dukes. Punt is returned by Leon Johnson. Breaks a tackle. Gets his ankles free, and the rather short touchdown return is 39 yards, and Tar Heels win it 52-20. Leon Johnson accounting for 4 touchdowns, 3 of those in the first half. Chris Keldorf passed for 3 scores. UNC wins the grudge match for the 4th straight year. They've also won 4 straight games this season, scoring at least 38 in every one. Meanwhile, 16th ranked Virginia taking on Duke and beating Duke 27-3. Tiki Barber runs up 125 yards on the ground, including 2 scores. Said Cavs coach George Welsh, quote, "I'm glad it's over. Now I don't have to come back here until 98. Duke dropping to a dismal 0-8 on the year.
When SportsCenter continues, the Utah Jazz. They've got some new uniforms and the same old deadly combination that is Stockton to Malone. We've got more hoops coming up.
Imagine your favorite NFL team drafting the fiercest competitor ever. Warner Brothers' Tasmanian Devil. He's about to score for your team with these exciting new Taz in the NFL watches. There's one for each and every team, both NFC and AFC. Even the Carolina Panthers. That's 30 exciting designs in all. Each watch features an accurate Swiss quartz movement, water resistance to 100 feet, an action Taz NFL team logo, and a unique football second hand. Taz Fever is sweeping the country, so score big with this special TV offer. Only $29.95. It's a devil of a deal. So pick your favorite NFL team and order now.
Call toll-free 1-800-554-9000. That's 1-800-554-9000. Or send $29.95 plus shipping to Taz and the NFL watches, P.O. Box 213, Plainville, Connecticut. For faster delivery, use your credit card and call 1-800-554-9000.
24 hours of sports news is a wonderful idea. That way you can have sports coverage of everyone, not just the headline grabbers, but all God's children. The less talented, the less athletically gifted. Of course, I wouldn't focus entirely on them. Maybe once a month, late at night. Are you guys showing any of those blooper reels? I love seeing some guy get a fastball to the groin.
Mercedes Super 9 tennis in Paris. You have Jenny Kafelnikov knocks off Peter Korda, semifinal, 6-2 in the 3rd. He's on track now for the French double, having won the title at Roland Garros earlier in the year. Now into the finals here as well. He'll take on Thomas Enqvist in today's title match. Enqvist knocking off fellow Swede Magnus Gustafsson. Enqvist and Kafelnikov, the only 2 seeds past the 3rd round of this event.
Back to hoops. The Jazz and the Clippers in L.A. Karl Malone gets the feed down low. Jazz up 11, 4th quarter. Lamont Murray from deep. Clippers within 7. But with 30 seconds left, Clips down 4. John Stockton with a move and one as he gets by Terry DeHare, and the Jazz win it on the road 95-90. Karl Malone with 21 points and 12 rebounds in this his 900th career game. Clippers denied their first 2-0 start in 6 years. 13,000 plus attending the Clippers home opener. And it was the Kings over the Mavs, 107-94. Not what Jim Clemens had in mind for his Dallas home debut. The trio of Richmond, Edney, and Grant combined for 67 points. Kings led by 19 at the half on the road, and they were never challenged.
The Colorado Avalanche are once again in first place in the Pacific Division, which seems to indicate that everything is working just fine for them. Yet they did strike a trade Saturday with the Washington Capitals. The Avalanche pick up Keith Jones and a couple of draft picks, while the Caps get tough guy Chris Simon, Curtis Lecision, and at least one vowel to be named later for Lecision. The Avalanche taking on the Sabres Saturday night. Good night to be a goaltender. Scoreless in the second, Dominik Hasek shuts the door and stones Joe Sakic on the rebound. He had 32 saves in the game. Meanwhile, on the other end, it's Patrick Waugh misplaying the puck behind the net, but he scampers out front to make the stop on Randy Burridge. We go to overtime. No goal scored yet in the game. There's the puck, not in. Extra session. Roy stumps Roy. I said Roy. I've been doing this for years. Waugh stumps Burridge again. Looks like Roy when you see it on paper.
His friends call him Roy.
All right, enough. Game ends in a rare scoreless tie. Patrick Waugh earns career shutout number 33. That's the most of any active goalie. He made 20 saves. Hasek recording shutout number 16. He made 32 saves. Waugh has 4 shutouts already this season. Waugh now 24th on the all-time list. Idiot. Elsewhere, the Flames and Canucks 4-3 in favor of Vancouver. Canucks' 4th straight victory. Alexander McGillney had 2 assists. Calgary dropping its 3rd straight.
When SportsCenter continues. Did he call me idiot?
No, me.
No. Oh. It was anniversary night for the Maple Leafs. Will they have anything to be happy about against Detroit?
The Bombers are back.
The Yankees are champions of baseball.
Now, Sports Illustrated lets you grab a piece of history with SI's exclusive World Series Championship Package. This limited edition, hardbound SI commemorative and official World Series video are both free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated. You'll relive all the moments that made the '96 Fall Classic unforgettable. From the Yanks' unlikely sweep in Atlanta to the thrilling final game in the Bronx. Call now and you'll also get a true collector's dream. This hardbound, gold embossed, individually numbered SI Championship Commemorative. Get your exclusive World Series package free when you order 54 issues of SI for only $1.48 an issue. Save over 55% off the cover price. Use your credit card. Celebrate the historic New York Yankees World Championship with Sports Illustrated. Get into it.
As promised, down the ice, the Red Wings unbeaten in their last 7 games, skating into Toronto. Maple Leafs wearing throwback uniforms as they celebrated 65 years in Maple Leaf Gardens. Oh, a little rough stuff. Matt Sundin and Vladimir Konstantinov. Terrific night for Felix Potvin, 2 saves. And then Brendan Shanahan, point-blank glove save and a beauty. 28 saves for Potvin. Second period, Leafs up 2-1. Matthew Schneider, backhand shot. Mike Vernon never saw it. Schneider's first goal of the year, 3-1 Leafs. Bob Airy trying to redirect Potvin the save, and then everybody piles on top. And the Leafs pile on with a 6-2 win. Toronto celebrating the 65th anniversary of Maple Leaf Gardens with a W. Sergei Berezin scored twice. Felix Potvin made 28 saves. As I believe I was trying to say, it's the first Toronto victory over Detroit in 9 tries.
It's always the goalies. Meanwhile, the LA Kings at the Mall for the first place Whale. Kings win this one 3-2. First home loss of the year for the mighty, mighty Whale. Stefan Fise stopped 35 out of 37. Stephen Rice scored a pair for Hartford. The Kings undefeated in their last 6. Still ahead on the center, West Virginia is ranked. Syracuse is not. Could that be reversed by the end of the weekend? That and more when the center rolls on.
In South Brunswick, Ted Van Hessen promised to stop the sweetheart deals to developers, but he was bluffing. He and his Republican friends gave the developers all the cards they needed. The result? Overdevelopment, congestion, overcrowded schools, and millions to purchase the Exxon station for the Route 522 jug handle. The developers gave thousands to Republicans, but we paid the price. Elect Maria Coten and David Schaefer to the South Brunswick Township Committee. They'll stop the deals and protect our quality of life. In the race for Middlesex County Board of Freeholders, more than just an election is at stake. So is our quality of life. That's because Republican Roger Craig cut deals with developers and the state's largest polluter, destroying open space, threatening our environment. And even after his tax scandal, Republicans put Art Haney on the County Board of Taxation. The Republicans just don't get it. Vote Dave Crabiel and Camille Fernicola, the Democratic team. They'll protect our quality of life.
Relationship with the NFL and the NBA, we educate first-year players on how to deal with us, with the media. It's kind of like our own rookie camp.
All right, you guys have money, but you don't have attitude. You're too nice. It's pathetic. You're the man. Say it. You're the man.
I'm the man.
Oh, I'm the man. Come on, man. It's got to be like, I'm the man. You got to raise it up like that. Puff up a little bit.
You.
I'm the man.
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 I tell you what, it's working. We're making a difference.
How about some Big East college football? West Virginia, Syracuse. Show me Morgantown. Tough day on special teams. Brian West back to punt. Dion Maddox gets a piece.
And it's a good one with the breeze.
There he is.
On his own 28.
Avoids the pressure. Finds a seam left side, and there he goes. 72 yards and a score. 7-0 Orange lead. Second quarter. Paul Pasqualoni all fired up. Again, it's a punt situation, and this time it is blocked. Phil Nash breaks in untouched, his second block of the day. Syracuse would score on the ensuing drive. Now it's 30-7 closing moments. It's an onside kick, and I'm pretty sure the rules indicate you got to kick it forwards in order for it to be eligible for reception. It's a 30-7 Syracuse win. Phil Nash blocking the two punts, and their defense holding West Virginia to minus 10 yards rushing. That's the lowest total in Don Nealon's 17-year career. Meanwhile, 22nd ranked Miami at Temple. Miami winning this 57-26. What about the special teams there? Tremaine Mack was the special teams. Ran up 205 yards on kickoff returns. Also blocked a field goal and almost knocked down a punt. Miami now 6-2 overall and a perfect 4-0 in the Big East.
Irish eyes were smiling. Notre Dame traveling to Dublin to play Navy. Third quarter, Irish in control 21-7. Navy quarterback Chris McCoy hit by Corey Minor. That's a major problem. Fumble, Ronaldo win, 24 yards, touchdown, and we love Ireland. 54-27. The Irish have beaten Navy 33 straight times. That is the most consecutive wins ever by one NCAA team over another. Mark Edwards, 3 TDs. Autry Denson ran for 125 and 2 touchdowns.
Still ahead on our humble program, the Devils strike the Lightning twice. Would that be enough for a win in the Swamp? More from the night on ice when this center rolls on.
I love my country.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
St. Paul, Minnesota.
Best city in the world. I like the Midwestern attitude. I love Hawaii.
Buffalo, New York.
California. United States of
America.
USA.
I try and think about what's the most important thing to me. For a long time it was heroin, but it's not anymore. It's not the thing closest to my heart. My baby is. My boyfriend OD'd about a month after the baby was born. And when the police came, I was high, and they took my baby. And I'm not allowed to see her, but I love her, and I'm gonna try and get her back.
Deep to Rice. Got it. Jerry Rice. He's got another one. Rice. Jerry Rice. Rice. Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice. Veritable magnet.
It's San Francisco and New Orleans on ESPN Sunday Night NFL.
That'll draw a flag.
When it comes to live entertainment, you got dinner theater, that performance art hippie crap, and NC2A basketball on ESPN. College basketball on ESPN. College basketball on ESPN. All the excitement of Vegas, but without some bellhop bugging you for a tip. NC2A basketball on ESPN. Every game counts. Capiche? Every game counts.
The senior golf set in Florida for the Emerald Coast Classic. Dave Eichelberger, Larry Gilbert sharing the lead at 4 under par after 2 rounds. Both shot even par 70 on Saturday. Dave, Stockton, Jay Sigel share the second place spot.
More football. Conference USA, Cincinnati and Southern Miss. Southern Miss down 17-14. Not anymore. Lee Roberts to Kendrick Lee. Nice adjustment to come back for the ball. Southern Miss wins 21-17. They clinch at least a tie for the Conference USA title. Roberts 3 TD passes. Southern Miss has won 7 in a row. Second straight game in which the Golden Eagles have come from behind in the fourth quarter to win. SEC football, Arkansas and Auburn. Terry Bauer 28-7 after being blown out 51-10 by Florida a couple of weeks ago. The Tigers bounced back. Damian Craig threw for 185, ran for 54. Razorbacks lose their 6th straight conference game. Brett?
More from the night on ice. Senators, Penguins, second period. How about Lemieux to Yager? You know the first names. Past Ron Tugnut, it's 3-2 Pens. Third period, power play, Ron Francis off of Tugnut, and Yager there for the rebound. 4-3 Pens. From high atop the arena, Yager on the breakaway beats the Tugger, and that's the old truc du chapeau, or more commonly said in English, the hat trick. 7-3 the final. Yager's 3rd career hat trick. Penguins end their 4-game losing streak. Fans booed when they left the ice down 2-0 after 1. Players saying later that that fired them up. Devils and Lightning at the Swamp for a day game. Corey Schwab in net for Tampa. First period, Jason Weimer in the box. Double minor, high sticking. New Jersey's got a power play. They've been 1 for 15 at home this season. Check that. They score. Power play goal. 1-0 New Jersey. Devils still on a power play. We told you it was a double minor. Scott Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer past Schwab. 2-0 Devils. His first of the year. Third period, Devils trying to maintain the lead. Alexander Selivanov stoned by Martin Brodeur. His dad's a photographer. Brodeur 17 saves in the third. Devils win it 2-1 despite getting outshot 28-26. Devils had been, as we mentioned, 1 for 15 on the PP power play. Both goals Saturday came with the man advantage. Meanwhile, Caps and Isles in Nassau County. Isles win that one 6-1, just their 2nd win all season. They notch a power play goal in the game. They're now 5 for 55 with the man advantage this year. Ziggy Palffy racking up 4 points in a game for the 3rd time in his young career.
Wayne SportsCenter continues. It's Johnson & Johnson, and a little more Johnson, and a little more Johnson for Los Lobos.
Sad, isn't it? Finding out you paid too much for your stereo. Circuit City, you can't find a lower price. We guarantee it.
Ma, you gotta get me out of here. This is not a nice place. Picking up bad habits, Ma. They're making me do bad things. Will you blood out of my face? They're even trying to change the way I look. They can't get any worse than this. I said you got the wrong number, chump.
Oh, Granty. Baby, are you... Meet George, your new personal trainer.
Nice to meet you.
Not nice.
Not nice. That's right. Not nice.
The time will be 7:30 p.m.
Monday nights, your NFL action starts at 7:30. Mike Tirico and Sterling Sharp take you deep inside the NFL. It's time to catch NFL Prime Monday nights on ESPN at 7:30.
New Mexico and Tulsa. Reginald Johnson runs wild for the Lobos in a 34-23 win. 232 yards, a school record, 5 TDs. New Mexico was down by 11 in the 3rd quarter, but they scored the game's final 22 points. Brett?
Time now for the lightning round. Baylor and Texas, 2nd quarter, 14-0 Longhorns. Richard Walton screen pass to Ricky Williams. Watch him run in the open field. Cuts back middle and goes downfield. 46 yards for a... Get in there. We're in a rush. Touchdown, 21-0 Texas there. They hang on to win it by 5. Stanford, the tree. UCLA 4th quarter, a buck to go. Stanford driving. Chad Hutchinson dropping back, looking for and finding Brian Manning, corner of the end zone. 10 yards and the game-winning score, 21-20 tree. Elsewhere, San Diego State, San Jose State. Aztecs up by 17. Billy Blanton looking for, finding, and connecting with Nate Jacquet on a 28-yard score. Blanton's 4th of the game. Aztecs win 49-20. The game you saw here on ESPN. ESPN. This was a dooz. Colorado State Air Force, Bo Morgan. He's a quarterback, but you might as well call him a running back because that's what he likes to do. 77 yards, one of 4 rushing touchdowns in the game, 21-7 Air Force. But we've got a comeback. Here we go. Fourth quarter, Moses Marino lofting one. Jeremy Calhoun, great diving catch in the end zone, 21 yards. Game tied at 41. Meanwhile, after a penalty that drove them back 15 yards on the extra point, Matt McDougall still drills it, and it is in the clutch, 35 yards out. Falcons last chance, 41 seconds. Morgan hit as he throws. You know what happens when that happens. He gets picked, and we love to see the quarterback go after the lineman. He's a tough, gritty, gutty guy. It's a win for Colorado State. Here now some more scores, including the 100th Dartmouth-Harvard grudge.
Brett and I wrap up this edition of SportsCenter, testing your knowledge of guys who are offensive.
The Value Drive is on during Oldsmobile's Value Drive sales event. Make the smart choice with Cutlass Supreme, all the roominess, performance, and features you need. Plus, for a limited time, Oldsmobile is clearing out all remaining 96s. And with special factory-to-retailer incentives on new 97 models, you have an even greater opportunity to save. Cutlass Supreme by Oldsmobile. The time to buy is now. The Value Drive is on. See your Oldsmobile retailer today.
It's November. Do you know where Dave is? This month, the late show's hitting the highway. Boston, Chicago, Miami. It's Dave's November road trip.
This is why God created television.
The country may never be the same.
This week, catch Mel Gibson, Christine Lottie, Marissa Tomei, John Michael Montgomery, Brett Butler, and from Washington, Ted Koppel, and more.
Dave's November road trip.
I'm already dizzy from the bus fumes.
Ride it all month long.
Someone once said you can tell how intense an athlete is just by looking them in the eye. Yeah, that works.
Iowa over Illinois by 10. Hawkeyes convert 3 Illini turnovers into 17 points. Hawkeyes turned it over 3 times as well. Iowa coach Hayden Fry said, "I'm just glad the dadgum game was over with." And so is Morgan State after getting annihilated. Florida A&M 83-12. The Rattlers led 69-0 at the half. Morgan State ran the ball 20 times for minus 44 yards. Earlier, we showed you Cal's win over Arizona in quadruple overtime. The final score was 56-55. The teams combining for 1,254 yards of offense. That is plenty, but it is not the record.
No, indeed, Larry, it is not. Did you know the Division 1A record, 1,563 yards set by Houston and TCU way back in 1990.
That's a wrap on this edition of SportsCenter. I'm Larry Biel.
That would make me Brett Haber. Thanks for joining us. Have a good Sunday. Make sure you check out RPM today on The Deuce later on at 10 Eastern. They have a handsome fill-in host.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.